the Polka and Company B, as well as the lead role in the internationally acclaimed Piazzolla Cabrera. Her contribution to this work was featured in the 1999 Academy Award-nominated documentary film Dance Maker. She was also featured in several television productions, was awarded a Bessie for Sustained Achievement in Dancing for her work with Mr. Taylor, and has served as director of the Taylor II Dance Company, the second company of the Paul Taylor Dance Company, and continues to stage Mr. Taylor's work on professional companies and universities, like New World School of the Arts. Ms. Ewer continues to teach master classes and workshops at universities, professional companies, and private studios around the world, and her choreography can be seen by many regional companies and schools. She served on faculty at the Taylor School, New World School of the Arts, and Florida Gulf Coast University. Please join me in welcoming Francie Huber.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. The first time I came to New World School of the Arts, I was invited to teach a master class by Danny Lewis, who, as you know, was the founding dean of dance. And before that, was my teacher at Juilliard. So I arrived early, and I was excited, maybe a little nervous, and Danny greeted me with his usual warmth. He showed me around the campus. He introduced me to a few students. And then he looked at me and he said, "So, do you need to go change, or do you teach like that?" I looked down and I was in jeans and high heels. I know, it sounds kind of funny, but that was Danny. That's the way he was. He really saw you and he challenged you. He actually trusted in you that much. He also believed so strongly in what the arts can do, not just for the stage, but for life. So I scrambled to change into my dancewear, and by the time I started my class, it was clear. There was magic in that place. Dynamic energy, eager curiosity, and an overall respect. The spirit Danny had instilled in me at Juilliard was woven into the very fabric of this school. Over the years, he brought me back as an instructor, a choreographer, and a stager of Paul Taylor's works. And I'm grateful to Dean Mary Lisa Burns, who has continued to welcome me into this vibrant environment. With each visit, I have grown to love this community, especially you, students, with your boldness, your curiosity, your courage. And I've continued to follow the journeys and the successes of many New World graduates. So today is a great day. It's a celebration of your accomplishments, your artistry, your resilience. In the 2021-2022 academic year, around 2 million bachelor's degrees were awarded in the United States. Only about 90,000 were in the visual and performing arts. That's just 4.5%. That means you are part of a rare and remarkable group. You are artists, and as artists, we see differently. We hear rhythm in noise. We find choreography in chaos. We see personality in color. We are seekers of meaning, beauty, and connection. Art connects people. It disrupts. It challenges. In a world that moves too fast and listens too little, art invites people to pause, to reflect. It gives form to the invisible. It says what cannot be spoken. And with that comes responsibility. while many noble professions contribute to society, artists hold a unique role. We reflect the entire human condition in a timeless conversation. Art participates in a conversation, one that stretches across time. I've had the great honor of working with some of the legendary voices in that conversation, Paul Taylor among them. But it wasn't the names. It was the humanity behind the work, the big picture, the lineage, the legacy, a living yet unspoken dialogue that has continued between generations. This is what you are now stepping into. And as you do, I want to invite you to do so with awe and wonder. Not just as a feeling, but as a way of moving through the world. A mindset, a practice. You see, awe opens you. It humbles you. It reminds you that you're part of something greater than yourself. And when you are truly in awe of your craft, your peers, the power of art, you begin to say yes more freely. Yes to the work. Yes to the uncertainty. Yes to the possibility. A sense of awe and wonder leads to curiosity. It drives you to be a lifelong learner, which, as an artist, is not optional. That's your fuel. It keeps you searching for meaning and beauty, even in a world that sometimes confuses glamour with art. Don't be fooled by the polished images online. True beauty isn't filtered. It's raw, it's vulnerable, and it's deeply human. Awe also leads to respect. You see the talents, the efforts, and the individual beauty of your colleagues. You also respect your own abilities. You respect them on their own, not measured against someone else's. And because you respect your craft, well, and even the place where your work is created, you also become more professional. And awe and wonder ultimately lead to gratitude. Gratitude for your teachers who pushed you. They are, as you already know, artists who are not only brilliant at their craft, but generous in spirit. They cultivate excellence, nurturing not just artists, but thoughtful, expressive humans. Gratitude for family who supported you. Gratitude for peers who challenged you or inspired you. And don't forget to be thankful and for the friendships and the camaraderie that have been nourished over the past 4 years. Oh, cherish these always. Gratitude, even for the bad days. The missteps, those really tough critiques, those moments of doubt. When you look back with awe, you see how every moment shaped you and deepened your artistry, your humanity. And hopefully, with awe will lead you to saying yes. With awe and wonder, you will be saying yes to seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. And in a practical sense, you will say yes to small, uncertain, unglamorous opportunities because you just never know where they might lead. I remember being in rehearsals for a friend's project. She had booked a couple of performances in New Jersey, and this was at the same time that the audition for Paul Taylor came along. So after this long, grueling, arduous audition, over 350 other ladies at the audition, Paul narrowed it down to 3 of us. And he invited us to continue rehearsing with the company while he made his final decision. Several days in, I explained to Paul that I had a performance that night, and it's just a little theater in Jersey, nothing glamorous, it's a friend's company, but I had made the commitment, and I was terribly sorry, but I was going to have to leave rehearsal early. That night, Paul Taylor came to our performance. He sat in the audience. The next day, I got the job. Then I'll never forget, one of the first times I was in the studio, creating a new work with Paul and all the other dancers, and we were working so hard. I mean, we were really pushing ourselves, and someone literally fell down. Paul loved it. That moment, that mistake, became part of the choreography. Paul said yes to that imperfection. And it's still a great moment in that piece. That's the magic of our world. Beauty isn't perfection. Often, it's the opposite. Whether you stay in the arts or explore new paths, your creativity will set you apart. Remember, only 1 in 22 graduates are artists like yourselves. Your training at New World has equipped you with imagination shaped by discipline, curiosity grounded in practice. These aren't just artistic tools, these are life skills, giving you empathy, resilience, adaptability, the courage to just keep showing up, and the ability to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. You will contribute in ways no one else can. On that day, Paul's choreography didn't go exactly as he planned. Neither will your life. But beauty is what happens when we stay open, when we say yes to the moment, when we give it our very best and take a chance. Today, you stand on the edge of a blank canvas, in the wings of a dark stage, a new beginning. Let awe be your compass. Let it guide you into the unexpected. Let it push you to say yes to risk and imperfection, and through that, to growth. Pope John Paul II once wrote, "Not all are called to be artists in the specific sense, yet all men and women are entrusted with the task of crafting their own life." So use the tools you've gained at New World School of the Arts to craft a beautiful life. Not a perfect life, but one full of mistakes, compassion, creativity, gratitude. Live with awe. Live with wonder. Make great art, but more importantly, make the world a beautiful place to live in. So go, make your music, paint your canvas, light up your stage, and make this a life worth living. Congratulations, graduates.